Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hello there. It's Nancy Matthews, and I'm popping in with an opportunity for you to meet a great friend of mine, an international speaker and best-selling author who just released a brand new book called A Gift Called Fearless. Please join me in welcoming Debby Montgomery Johnson. Hey, Debby.
Good morning.
I am so glad that we were able to be together today, and I'm going to jump right in. So, Debby, you are an international speaker, best-selling author. This is your second individual book. I know you've contributed to a lot of compilation and anthology books. You've been on Dr. Oz. You've been with Mel Robbins, Tamara Hall, all over the news, making such a difference. For women to stand up and speak up. And when I think about all that, Debby, my mind goes like, wow. And now you've become a fiction author. Like, oh my goodness, you are fearless, my friend. So how did the inspiration for this particular book come about for you?
Well, this one came around. I didn't want to get pigeonholed into being the woman behind the smile and the spokesperson for scam victims online. Mm-hmm. I do that, and that is my passion, but I wanted to have a different stance. And it came about because of the show, the Stand Up and Speak Up show, where I met mm-hmm. so many people that had stories of their own where they had hit rock bottom and they found their gumption, their inner self, to stand up and get out and be fearless and not reckless. I don't want people to think that we're being reckless. I want them, and actually I have a mug here. This is one of my scars mugs. I don't know if you can see it, but it says fear less.
Oh, I like it. I like that.
I want people to fear less in what they're doing. And it was fun.
I tell you, I just got the book yesterday, and for all of our audience, let me go ahead and make sure that you know where you can get the book. Hold on just a segundo. There we go. You can get the book. It's called A Gift Called Fearless on Amazon today. It's still 99 cents for
I believe so.
Okay.
I haven't looked at it today.
Yeah, it's good. Well, anyway, I got it yesterday. I started reading it this morning, and I'm just loving the way that the story is told and the different characters that are brought into this, and it feels like each of the characters has an opportunity to be fearless in the face of, whatever those things are happening in their lives. Just won't tell you too much. Get the book. It's really yummy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's funny because as I was writing it, I was working with a couple of different people to develop these characters. And I actually wrote myself a list as I was reading it the last time, just to say, who are they? What are they? Are they good? I mean, I think of the girls at Women's Prosperity Network, and it's really a compilation of all of us in size and shape and color. And
that's awesome.
It's neat. It's really neat.
It is neat. And as a matter of fact, when I was particularly introduced to the character Paige. So I'm up to chapter 4, maybe 5. Okay. When I got introduced to the character Paige, I'm like, oh, she sounds like one of my RR people. I was like, I really did recognize some of the things and the qualities about her. Lisa, she's the main character in the book. Totally can recognize myself in her. And here's something interesting, and hopefully I'm not giving too much away. I love how you share the inner monologue of the thoughts that are going through Lisa's mind in particular, because, we get faced with challenges or disappointments in our lives, and it's the internal monologue that will determine the action steps we take, right?
Right, because we can put on that smile and hide behind the smile. Mm-hmm. Which we do all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that yesterday, actually, when we had the memorial service for Marty.
Yeah.
I was looking at the beautiful women that were speaking, and I'm thinking, I could do stuff like that. I do things like that, but there are some fears with me as I'm getting ready to go out to speak again. I put on a couple of COVID pounds, and I was expressing that to my husband this morning. I said, I don't think I can wear the clothes that I want to. I'm like so proud of those girls yesterday. They just got up and wore what they wanted. And I'm like, I still have those doubts. I'm like, why? So in my mind, I'm hearing these stories. And the same when I'm reading the book, I hear I hear her, I hear the characters. And that's the way we are. We hear ourselves, but we may not do what we hear.
Well, I think that there's a piece of who are you listening to?
Exactly.
So there's lots of different voices. Oh, I think I can do this. Oh, no, I can't. Well, which voice are you going to listen to? That's where the being fearless comes from. So fear less and listen to the voice that moves you forward, right?
Exactly. And I found something that I posted on Facebook this morning. It says, if we learn to say no to many things, then we'll be able to say yes to the things that matter most.
Very good. That's about setting boundaries. It's interesting you bring that up because I'm reading The Science of Getting Rich. I'm doing the 30-day program that I created. So it's good. Your own programs out there, just by the way, right? And so yesterday was chapter 16. And it was about dealing with failure and disappointment, because that's one of the things that causes people to shrink back, I think, is you get disappointed and then you make up a story. Well, I wasn't good enough. It wasn't the right thing, blah, 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 blah. And you can fall back on your fears rather than just keep moving forward.
Right. And nobody's going to do it for you. When I got up to go swimming this morning, my husband's like, why don't you stay in bed? You won't have time to get ready for Nancy's interview. I said, no, because staying in bed is not going to get me the exercise that I love. And I feel better afterwards, but I have to get out of bed. That Mel.
Let me tell you, we were in a similar place this morning because I do yoga in the morning and I was like, I'm not going to have enough time, blah, 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 blah. Well, I managed it and I'm so glad I did yoga. So, which voice are you listening to?
Right. And it has to be your inner voice and respond to it. I mean, there are so many years when I didn't listen to my little still small voice. I thought I was, but I wasn't. And I think when I hit 60, that's when I'm like, okay, Deb, you can say no to things. You don't have to be superwoman anymore. You can say no, say yes to the things that matter. And for me, that's family and my passion work. In this case, it was, these characters, they're fun. I had to say yes to this project. Because like you said, we're busy and you can't always do everything, but do what matters to you. And then
do what matters to you. Trust the process. Listen to the voice inside of you that moves you forward and creates advancement for others. And that's what you call it, a passion project. Deb, you have made a difference in the lives of millions of people.
I wish I could do more. And that's the frustrating part of it, because I know that it's important. And then sometimes when I'm out there, then I start to shrink back on, oh, you've said enough. And then I get the email from someone who said, I wish I'd heard your story before.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, shoot, we're not doing enough. And so that's why I do the stand up and speak up, because, for instance, yesterday I had 4 men on my show. I've never had that many guests. They're all male breast cancer survivors.
I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to watch it.
It's coming out this weekend. It was the most amazing story. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, those guys are so brave, because they are up against the pink. And that's what they said. They're not embraced by the pink, which is unfortunate, because breast cancer is breast cancer, breast cancer. Correct. And if man gets it, these guys were like hiding behind the mask. They were the men behind the smile until they knew there was somebody else that had it, and then they had a hand to hold on to, and they could become the advocates. And that's, I think, what I'm striving to do, is be that advocate and the hand holder to say, come on, you've been through something. We all go through something. And, when I tell my story, it's about you, and it's about Trish, and it's about the girls at WPN. Everybody has that story, and we just have to get past that fear, which what we all know is false expectations appearing real.
Well, and it's the fear of being criticized, being shamed, being judged, and which is, really so many of our fears are rooted in that, especially when it comes up to sharing your story. Right.
And in the story, in the gift called Fearless, there are a couple of those characters that want to do something, and fear is holding them back until Lisa gets in there. And it's kind of like all my buddies at WPN that have kicked me in the butt and said, you can do it.
You can do this.
It's vision for you. You can do it. And that's what I love the girl that it's Paige. No, Jordan. It doesn't matter. I've got so many
great characters in the book.
A young woman who wanted to start have her own exercise class, but she's a plus size and she was afraid to go to the class. So Lisa says, start your own.
Oh wait, I haven't gotten there yet. Don't tell me. It's Gina. I think it's Gina that you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's what you guys do to us.
Yes,
true. Don't let the world tell you no. If you want to do it, do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Awesome. All right. Well, Debbie, congratulations on yet another fearless act that you've moved through, writing a fiction book, an amazing story to inspire all of us. So to our audience out there, go ahead and get the book on Amazon. It's just 99 cents, we're pretty sure, even if it's $1.99. So what? How much do you pay for a little bit of juice to inspire you so that you aspire to move forward? That's what it's really all about. So Debbie, thank you for making some time. I know you're busy, with many, many things on tour, sharing about the book, and I appreciate and love you immensely, my friend.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I love you guys.
We love you right back. And hey, you out there watching this right now, guess who else we love? We love you. We love your passion, your desire, your meaning, and really that drive you have to make a difference in the lives of others. So grab the book. And if for some crazy reason you're not a part of our community, join us. You can join for free. Women like Debbie are here for you to support you, because let's go to our friend Marty from yesterday, because being you matters. Being you matters. All right. Love you very much, Debbie. Have a great day, everybody. Go get the book. Bye, Deb.
All right. Thanks.